Looks like we're on our own. It's funny. Seems like yesterday Arcturus was the idealistic rebel crusader. Now he's the law and we're the criminals. Kills me to know that we helped him achieve his goals of conquest. Damn it. I shouldn't have let her go alone.
Let's burn.
Destination!
Slam it. You got it.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to level 10 of the Terran campaign, and this is a pretty challenging level to work with. Reasons being, we are facing off against Red Terran, being the Sons of Korhal, along with the White Terran, the Confederacy, and they both have fully prepped bases already, and yeah, needless to say, they are one heck of a force to deal with. So, we're sending in... What? That guy disappeared now.
Fired up.
That was odd. Yeah, I felt that that was pretty early for a siege tank to be up and running, but okay. Alright, well, this guy over here cannot be spotted anymore. I mean, we can see him walking, but... Ah, nice. Wow. Now, that is a weird kind of situation. Wow. Almost like the AI got smarter along the way. Oh god, if this guy doesn't come quickly, I'm gonna lose Jim. Yeah, I'm gonna lose him. Or not! Or not! Ah! Wow! 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 Now that was a cringe-worthy situation. This, oh wow, that's all I've got to say. I cannot believe that happened. Okay, well, I think I did mention when this whole campaign started that the AI has definitely become smarter. Oh man. Yeah, as you can see, the AI has definitely become a whole lot smarter. So, yeah, these are the little things to keep in mind when playing the remastered version. So, we will be getting attacked from two fronts, here on the right side and here on the left side. Now, generally what we want to go and do is try to get the red base or the white base as quickly as possible. I've always found that getting the white base has been a lot more pleasant, and wow. We have a stuck SCV. That's beautiful. Now, we have the world space, which is quite nice. Get our barracks up and running so that we can get some bunkers and maybe some defenses and so forth. Now, all of these marines that we have, we can go and sacrifice them and see if we can do some damage, free up some, free up some space for us to get more SCVs instead. Now, the red have forces scattered all over, and they are, you know, ahead of us with regards to base building. So, we're not going to take them out with a small group like this. We're going to need stuff like siege tanks and whatever we can get our hands on. We can go for the mech approach again. What I like doing is to go for that vulture siege tank mix again. Vultures are incredibly good for dealing with the marines and the lighter units, while the siege tanks are great with dealing with pretty much everything else. So yeah, small little things that you can use to your advantage. Get the engineering bay up and running to detect things like those ghosts that, yeah, put lockdown on Jim Raynor. And yeah, multitasking like a boss.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, what do you know? We have two over here as well. Okay, we have taken control of this area over here. If you really want to be cute, you can go and build some bunkers on the spot over here. Not needed in my opinion, because we will be using the siege tanks instead. But yeah, still fun little things that you can do.
Yes, sir. Orders received. Affirmative. Reporting for duty.
Ew.
Yes.
Come on, guys.
Target. Orders, sir.
So before we start engaging, it's gonna be a good idea for us to get the siege tanks on siege mode so that we can knock down as many of their forces as we possibly can.
This is Jimmy.
Fired up. You want a piece of
Yeah, small little things that make a big difference. That's all.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir.
Don't block the route if you can help it.
Orders, Captain?
Now, ideally, what we want to do is make use of battle cruisers for this map. I'm not even gonna try to do something fancy or something awesome in this map because we need to fly over to the side anyways to go and deal with the ion cannon. Rather, spend the time and resources that you need in order to take down which one of those bases. You can build enough battle cruisers from this spot alone. It's just gonna take a lot of time, that's all. So I don't recommend doing it that way, but you are more than welcome to do it that way if you so see fit. It's just gonna be a long and tedious level then that way. In fact, put Jim Raynor here on a spot where we can keep tabs on him. Build missile turrets, as always. It should be a good rule of thumb to just always have a couple of missile turrets. They will probably send nukes our way, so more the reason why you want to have missile turrets and get a academy. With the academy, we can get the scanner sweeps, and yeah, small little things to have towards our advantage. Okay, now we can actually start putting on pressure. See if we can get the spider mines as well. Spider mines, as you saw in the previous level, are also just such. Oh, what bad timing! Bad timing to unsiege. Anyways, we want to get a little bit closer in order to deal a lot more damage. And also cover this area. Nah, not really needed. We can, however, get our armories. Oh, that on the other hand is not nice to deal with. Oh man, that's just bad luck. Okay, well, we're gonna have to retreat, that's for sure. We don't have anything to deal with that at this stage. I should have thought about that though. What we can do to deal with that is build missile turrets. Yeah, apologies for that situation. Had I remembered that their units can cloak, then I would have had some missile turrets and that wouldn't have been a problem. So, we can do that now. Not a problem. We quickly catch up on the situation and just build some more siege tanks. Problem solved. You can actually, in fact, just go for the +1 weapons. We're not gonna bother too much with the defense because the battle cruisers are gonna be our prime units to make use of. You can, if you want to be extra fancy, even build the missile turret over there, but not needed. No need to spend too much money on super fancy stuff. Do we have enough on gas even? Nope, we do not. That's why gas production has been so incredibly slow. Get our ACV count up and running. We are going to be taking over the base there at the bottom side. So, just small little things that's going to make life a whole lot easier.
Destination? Something on your mind? Destination? Yes, sir. Destination? Destination?
Okay, let's try this again. Drop some spider mines. This is gonna, yeah, do some nice amount of damage to them once they decide to come closer.
Something on your mind? What are you on?
Drop some more. Drop all of these spider mines if we want to. Making vultures are so cheap that it's actually worth it to do this.
Reporting for duty.
What are
SCV
you
good to go,
on?
sir. Affirmative.
Okay.
Reporting for duty.
What are you on?
SCV good to go, sir.
Now, if we can get close enough to that siege tank over there, we can actually just smoke it with our vultures. Not a bad idea. And I think we are just gonna do that. Let's just get our siege tanks into position. They are covered by the spider mines.
Something on your mind?
As long as, of course, they don't come too close to us.
Absolutely.
Let's go and rain some hell. Remember to keep on making units behind us. We don't want to land in a position of being without units. And let's go.
Is that it? What are you on? Something on your mind? I dig. No problem.
Ah, they spotted the spider mines. Ah, and a couple of them still managed to land as well. Even better for us.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, that was an okay situation for us. We did manage to do quite a bit of damage to them. We can start making our next batch of units. Oh, wow. Yep, this is problematic. Drop the spider mines on top of them. We're just gonna smoke them right here and then.
Identify target. Delighted to, sir.
Reporting for duty.
Your forces are under attack.
What are you on? Orders, sir. What are you on? All right, bring it on.
Orders received. Reporting for duty.
Yeah? What are you on?
Okay, we pretty much have the upper hand now. Things are looking pretty promising for us. Keep the pressure on. And yeah, we should be fine from here on out. Now we need to... Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Is that it?
Drop the spider mines.
Yeah, I'm going. No
Not
problem.
like that, though.
Yeah, I'm going. I dig.
Oh, what a
Something on
disappointment.
your mind?
Reporting for duty.
Identify target.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going. I read you, sir.
Your forces are under
Is that
attack.
it?
Orders received.
It is probably gonna be a better idea for us to get more factories. I was actually hoping that we would be able to avoid this, but this is just not gonna be the case.
Yeah? Something on your mind?
Right away, sir.
Make more SCVs.
Yeah?
Keep the pressure up.
Bring it on. Yeah, I'm going. Identify target. Oh, is that it? No problem. Yes, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
I read you, sir. Orders, sir.
Ah, you
I read you.
dick.
Destination. All right, bring it on. Yes, sir. Proceeding.
SCV good to go, sir.
Something on your mind?
This is why vultures are badass. They can be such a nuisance.
Reporting for duty.
Major
Your
nuisance.
forces are under attack.
I dig.
SCV good to go, sir.
Okay, so red is pretty much over and done with. To replace the situation, we can now head over to battle cruisers.
SCV good to go, sir.
What are you on?
Orders received.
I read you, sir.
I read you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going.
Now, with red being out of the way, it means that white's efforts are probably just gonna double.
Reporting for the way.
So let's get that battle cruiser count up and running ASAP.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Yes,
forces are under attack.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, we seriously need to get... We seriously need to get a science facility up and running. Gas is going to be a lot more important,
Upgrade complete.
so definitely invest in getting that. And from here on out, we're just gonna patiently build a very, very, very decent battle cruiser army and just defend the space as much as we possibly can. Maybe get a bunch of Marines just for safety. And from here on out, yeah, game of patience.
Add-on complete.
Roger that. Job affirmative. Orders, Captain?
No problem. Oh, is that it? Yeah.
Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
Is that it? Identify target.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
What do you want?
Add-on complete.
Okay, still waiting on that science facility. Could have attended to this a whole lot earlier,
Your
I suppose,
forces are under attack.
but we didn't, unfortunately.
Sir.
Roger that. Right away, sir.
Yeah. I dig.
Give me something to shoot.
Orders, Captain?
Oh yeah, of course, more supply depots.
Yes, sir.
Battle cruisers take up a ton of supply. Do not underestimate that, please. Okay, so how we are going to move about this level, we are just gonna come in like in this area. Ghosts are a big problem. And I do mean a big problem. They will lock down a large portion of your battle cruisers and then leave them very vulnerable to attack without the means of defending themselves. So you just keep that in mind when you engage. So 12 battle cruisers are more than enough in order to deal with the situation, but just take it slow at the same time.
Is that it?
One
Your
step at a
forces are
time.
under attack.
4 battle cruisers coming up.
I read you, sir. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I'm going.
Base is under attack.
Not a problem for us.
Yes, sir. I read you.
Slow and steady process of just waiting for us this to pass by.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Now, we can, of course, go and look for more gas if we want to, but yeah, that, sure, why not? I mean, we have so much minerals going for us that we might as well. It's not like the Sons of Korhal are magically gonna build up their army again. It's not gonna happen. Definitely get Yamato gun.
I read you.
I read you, sir. I read you, sir.
Standing by.
There should be a small group. Oh, no, they moved it.
What
Good.
do you want?
Probably came to defend their base.
I read you, sir.
We don't have to go for max upgrade, but having +2 is definitely gonna come a long way.
Operation.
Yeah? No problem.
Set a course.
Something on your mind? Oh, is that it?
Oh, I actually walked quite a far away. So there's a base located right over here. Perhaps we can actually just go and claim that spot. Would be really awesome. Of course, they have a battle cruiser
I
themselves.
read you, sir.
Good day, Commander.
Let's go out and
Something on
play.
your mind? I did.
Hailing frequencies open. Good day, Commander.
We have enough here on gas.
Yes, sir.
Research complete.
I read you.
All crews
Not sure.
reporting.
Oh,
Good
is
day,
that it?
Commander.
All right, bring it on.
Insufficient
Receiving
SV gas.
What do you want?
In the cage.
Even when we have about 8 battle cruisers, that should already be a very decent amount for us.
Something on your mind?
Hailing frequencies open.
Something on your mind?
Take it slow.
Yeah, I'm going.
In the cage. Good day,
Yeah? Yeah? Oh, is that
Your
it?
forces are under
There we go.
attack.
That's exactly what we're
Hailing
looking for.
frequencies open.
Yeah?
Hailing frequencies
What do
open.
you want? No problem.
Receiving transmission.
SCV good to go,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm going.
Battle
Oh,
cruiser
is that it?
operational. Receiving transmission.
Something on your mind?
All we have to do is destroy the ion cannon, and then it will be mission accomplished. What you can do is you can rush through and just hit them all with the Yamato gun.
I read you.
One option of
sir.
approaching this.
Yeah, I'm going.
Maybe
No problem.
pretty expensive too, but yeah, it's an
Is that
option.
it?
Oh yeah,
I dig.
more minerals. More minerals, more gas, more
No
everything that we
problem.
need.
Oh, is that it? No problem.
Battle cruiser
I
operational.
read you.
We only want more gas.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain.
Good day, Commander.
Something on your
Receiving
mind?
transmission.
Okay,
Make it happen.
get this buddy of ours
Cruiser
repaired.
operational.
Sir. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah? No problem.
Oh, ow.
Dig.
Oh, that sucked.
Something on your mind?
This is really not nice. Oh, they're coming in for an attack, it seems. Huh.
All crews report.
Fancy, fancy, fancy.
Good day, Commander.
Let's see, where do they
Hailing
plan on
frequencies open. Set a
striking?
course.
Something on your mind? Yeah,
Ah,
I'm
here they
going.
come.
Battle cruiser
I read you,
operational.
sir. No problem.
Receiving transmission. Engage.
Where do you guys plan on striking?
I read you, sir.
Insufficient
Receiving
SV gas.
transmission. Engage.
Well, I'm gonna take them out.
Take it slow. Good day, Commander.
And yep, as you can see, battle cruisers are ridiculously strong. The strongest ship in the game.
Receiving
So, with the amount of battle cruisers that we have, I would say that we're ready to take some action.
Yes, sir. I can't feel that.
And if this attack fails, well, we will be having a
Good day.
bunch of backup battle cruisers being made.
Battle cruiser operational.
What do you want?
Oh! Oh! What do you know?
All
Now
crews
that was interesting.
set a course.
We managed to get with one single spider mine two ghosts. Yeah.
Your forces are under attack.
What?
Receiving transmission.
Okay, let's go in for the attack.
Battle cruiser
Just get it over and done with.
Make it happen.
SCV good to go, sir.
Oh, they actually have another one of
Good day,
these. Cute.
Commander. Hailing frequencies open. Take it slow. Engage.
Not rush into this. Ah, what an asshole! Wow!
Good to go, sir.
That was such a dick move.
Set a course.
Smart move, but dick. So yeah, we lost all of our energy in short. We don't have any more energy left. So yeah, this lockdown is now in effect. Probably a good idea for us to back out from that attack. Let's not end up losing everything we have.
Take it slow.
And that is what makes the Ghost incredibly deadly. Now, fortunately, we still have another 8 battle cruisers to help us out.
Hailing frequencies
Gas is coming up nicely with 4 more battle cruisers coming out, and they have lost their
set a
ghosts.
course. Take it slow.
So this is pretty much victory for us.
Engage. Make it happen. Take it slow.
Take down those missile turrets first. They might not be as strong as a battle cruiser, but their rate of fire is incredibly high. So, yep.
Set a course. Make it happen.
Not enough energy.
Frequencies open.
And mission accomplished for us.
All crews reporting. Hailing frequencies open.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the Terran campaign for StarCraft 1. Next up, we will go over to my favorite race, the Zerg, where we will have fun exploring a brand new race and see what the campaign has got to offer for us. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and definitely stay tuned for the upcoming Zerg campaign. See you next time.